Hey guys, this is la.rc.doc and Angry Records, and I meant to get this this little session done yesterday, but I ran into some other business situations I had to take care of. But today we're going to replace the differential gears in this HPI MonsterKing. So they seem to, let's get the top off. I don't know why, but maybe it's just me, but it seems to me like these MonsterKings are pretty nice, good running, tough trucks, but it seems to me like if you keep laying on the horsepower a little bit, it likes to eat the ring and pinion gears up. So we're going to take care of them and replace them with metal today. So I'll go ahead and start getting this thing taken apart. And first of all, you want to get your back tires off of it, and when you do, it's got a little plastic ring in there right in front of the lug nut. You don't want to lose that. You lose that, it makes your rim thin, and it'll bust your rim. I never could figure out why they send these things with half plastic and half rubber front tires. You know, they're almost impossible to steer when you get them on concrete. They steer okay in dirt, but I've got rubber on the front. I ordered me a set, and seems to do fine, other than it's kind of rough on the rear differential. Now you figure that out. All right, we'll get these little, take your little your Allens off here for your rear wheels, and your little keeper pins. Don't lose them. Important. Now, these are not bad to work on. They look like they're pretty complicated, like they have a lot of stuff, but you know, they're not bad at all to work on. Second of all, you know, we'll get the shocks taken off. Now these shocks and stuff at the top are held on by the screw. On the bottom they're held on by a little plastic clip with a metal pin. So you can just pop them off. Of course they're too small to really show you. You know, they're really itty bitty, but you can, they're like a C-clip. So you can replace them with C-clips if you want. It would probably be better. I've never had none of these pop off before, but you know, it's the first time for everything. As soon as we get these popped off, pull the studs out here that hold the shock in. And you can see the rear end will drop down a little bit. You really don't have to take them off up here. You can just swing them towards the top and get them out of your way. Now, taking your rear end off is not really any big deal. Next move I would make is taking the dry shaft loose, which is Allen that holds on a little keeper pin that holds on to the ring, the pinion of the differential. Just pull that loose, and that way when you go to pull your rear end off, there's nothing holding it. There you go. See, it's a little pin right there. It goes. You have to take it all the way out. It goes all the way through. So there. Now you can get your dry shaft off. Slip it off to the side. Now we can go ahead and unscrew the rear end from clips with stabilizer bars. Try to keep all your screws together if you haven't done this much. You know, keep them in an area that you pretty well remember where they go. Next, down below on the bottom part, right here where this stabilizer, this big stabilizer bar right here, there's two rods right here that go underneath the differential casing. And same type system as the shocks. It's got a little plastic keeper and a steel pin. So you're going to have to remove them very carefully without losing them little pieces, them little C-clips. They are plastic, so it doesn't take much to get them off. They got a little hole at the top that you can stick a screwdriver in there to apply a little pressure upwards, and they clip right, they snap right off. And we can remove the pins that hold the differential on. See, that didn't take very long, about 5 minutes. There, we can set our truck out of the way so it's not obstructing anything. Now, this is quite simple itself. This is pretty well all Phillips screws. What you need to do is take your control bar right here that holds your C-hubs in place to keep them from steering. Actually, it's an option to put four-wheel steering on it, so it's just a bar that holds them, the rear end from turning. So we're going to pull it off because we are going to have to remove the C-hubs so we can split the casing. My camera's not the best, you guys. I'm trying to focus it in a little bit earlier. I might be able to get it closer when we get this split apart. So, all right. So next we'll get the C-hubs off. C-hubs are held by a little bit bigger screw on top and bottom. Pull them off. And on the front of the differential, the rear end, there's the C-hub right there, axle hub, whatever. Now there is another 2 set screws that hold the C-hub in place. You need to remove them so this way we can get the hub split. One in the front, one in the back of this brace that holds the C-hub to the differential. The screensaver keeps popping on. And as you can see, you can pull your axles right out, you know. So if you choose, you can pull them out and set them to the side once you get most all your stuff off. There's the other piece right there that holds the C-hub on. See, it's got 2 slits right there, and one in the front, one in the back. Pull them off, it slips right off. You can do the other side. Actually, you know, a person doesn't have to split them all the way. You can just pull these little, the brace off, the one I just showed you. You can just pull it off and the hub will come off with it. You know, it just all depends on how you want to do things. You can pull it off as a complete unit, see, to save a little bit of time. Pull your axle out. Now, these things are pretty well put together. I mean, as far as screw wise, you get these mounts off here that hold the stabilizers on. Yeah, they're put together pretty well. I don't understand, you know, a company that would go through these extremes to make a such detailed truck and built well and make such a weak differential. You know, a small block, you know, can tear these differentials up. Well, I don't know. A lot of guys are wanting to use these for you know, making their homemade crawlers and stuff, which is all good. But I would definitely go all steel gears in them if you're going to do that. Alright, now we get them hub pieces off. Keep them together, top and bottom. This piece right here is to another stabilizer. The one that goes on the top, so it pivots, allows the differential to pivot. We'll remove that. Alright. Now, you got your bare differential. See that? Now what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get this camera maybe a little bit closer. Bear with me here. Let me see if I can get some tape. I might be able to tape it to my tower here. That way you guys can get a little bit better view of what's going on. Well, this is going to work out, but it'll probably fall on me here in a minute. It's getting ready to put a piece on the back. Alright, well that's a little bit better anyway, shit. Alright, let's get the case split. See what kind of problem we got in here. Wasn't really bad. I try to catch them. I try to listen for them when I'm out running them. Anytime I put them in a bind, I hear that clicking. It's time to shut her off. I don't like, you know, that way it prevents having a big mess inside the casing that you got to clean out. You know, they do have, I was going to tell you also, they do have, see now when you split it apart, see this is the rear of your casing. See, it's pretty clean. I mean, they don't really put a whole lot of oil or anything or grease in it, sorry, from the factory. But now here is the differential casing. And yeah, the ring here, I don't know if you can see it that well, but let me see, the ring seems to have a groove wore on it, you know, that would be keeping it from you know, grabbing good. You know, in other words, what happens is when the teeth get wore down, it's put under a load. The pinion gear in here, if you can, I don't know if you can see if the light's that good. If you look carefully, there's a